Ohio approved and licensed for disposal, at Ron Evans Enterprises, they specialize in sewage system installation and repair. Ron Evans has a full line of flex pipe, culverts, concrete and plastic septic tanks, sewer fittings, water line rolls for the Home American water heaters, along with toilets, standard and ADA. It's all at Ron Evans Enterprise, LLC. Give them a call today at 1-800-537-9528 or 740-286-5930.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at belisiofoods.com/careers.
Total Media is doing an Easter prize pack giveaway, and all you have to do to enter is find our post on Facebook or any of our Total Media platforms and follow the instructions. Once you're entered, you can win a $50 Stockroom 601 gift card, 2 movie tickets to Tri-City Theater, a 3-month online subscription to the Telegram, 2 Total Media t-shirts from Zip Printing Signs and Marketing, 2 Total Media Radio keychains, and an Easter basket filled with some candy-filled Easter eggs. It's free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and the contest is open to first-time new subscribers. The winner of the prize pack will be announced on Easter Sunday. Good luck!
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where we have 7 million bazillion things going on this morning, all at the same time.
Yeah.
So we have our Easter basket to give away, which you can register for by
finding the link that we have. Just go to Jeremiah's Facebook. You'll see a big bunny. That's it. Comment on it. Subscribe through the link in his post to our YouTube channel. Comment done at 3 friends and you're in.
And you can win this Easter basket, and it's got all kind of fun stuff in it.
Yeah, it's got candy eggs. I went to Dollar Tree. I got candy. I put it in it. And then I got a gift card from Stockroom, tickets from the theater, T-shirts from Zip.
It's all free.
Radio, and it's a Telegram subscription.
Spirit fingers.
Or like jazz hands.
That's jazz hands.
Yeah, jazz hands.
That ought to set the new camera crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well. See how well it focuses. All right, so we have that going on, and today is the start of March Madness. That's right, and you can subscribe. Well, if you look in the Telegram, you'll find a giant page. Yeah, looks like that, but it's it's way bigger. What Dillon is showing you there. So you can go on and you can fill out a bracket, and you have a chance to win. You have to have it in by noon today, but you have a chance to win part of $600 worth of prizes. So I think it's like, what, 300 for the winner, 200, and then 100.
Yeah, something like that.
I believe. And all you have to do is fill out your NCAA bracket and send it in, and you can either fill it out. I think you can fill out a paper version of it, or you can do the online version. I have something in my eyeball, and I'm sorry. It's probably pollen.
Is it your contact? That happens to me.
Oh,
the contact
God.
like folds in on itself.
Was like perfectly fine, and now it feels like someone's stabbing me in the eyeball.
I know the feeling.
Anywho, so we have March Madness starting today. We have actually been prepared and looked up all of the games that are happening today and the times and what network they're on.
Nice.
Are you proud of me?
I am.
I did that
Did you
this
do it
morning.
off the mascots though?
No, I did not do it off the mascots.
You did it wrong then.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we did picked the tournament off the mascots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I just randomly guessed one. I made it for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't that's not the best way to do it.
No, it's not. I lost.
It's about as scientific though as you can possibly get. So, no, the NCAA men's basketball tournament starts off today at 12:15 with a Big 10 team. Michigan State, number 9, takes on Mississippi State. That's on CBS and Paramount Plus. At 12:40, Duquesne and BYU on True TV. 1:30, Akron and Creighton on TNT. Some of these teams you're like, who? Long Beach State, number 15, versus number 2 seed Arizona on TBS. That's a 2 again. 16 Wagner versus number 1 North Carolina at 2:45 on CBS. 3:10 Morehead State versus Illinois, who's 14-3. True TV. I don't know what channel. Can anybody tell us what channel on Spectrum that True TV, TNT, and TBS is?
Okay, I studied this like all of my childhood. I think it's like 5, 7, and 11.
Okay.
Don't
'Cause
take
I have
my
no
word for it,
idea.
but it's something like that.
Yeah.
I'll find out real quick.
4 o'clock, Oregon, South Carolina on TNT. 4:30, Nevada, Dayton on TBS. 6:50 tonight, Colorado State versus Texas on TNT. 7:10, Oakland and Kentucky on CBS. 7:25, who the heck is McNeese? McNeese and Gonzaga. TBS, 7:25, 7:35, South Dakota State and Iowa State on True TV. 9:20, these games go on all day. 9:20, St. Peter's versus Tennessee on TNT. 9:40 tonight, North Carolina State versus Texas Tech on CBS. 9:55, Samford and Kansas on TBS. And at 10:05, number 10, Drake takes on number 7 seed Washington State on True TV. Whew!
That's a lot.
That's just today.
Oh, is that like every day?
Well, this weekend.
Okay.
Today, tomorrow, and then I can't give you past tomorrow because it depends on who wins
Yeah.
as to who goes on.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
We just follow along on Basketball Mania.
That's right. So tune in, check out the Telegram, check out Basketball Mania, sign up for it because you have the chance to win part of a $600 prize.
Yeah,
Can't beat that. That's very cool.
it is. And
Yeah.
then Jeremiah just put in the comments are how to enter on the Easter giveaway. So you can follow that in the comments and
Okay.
do it right now.
Yeah. There you go. Thanks, Jeremiah. He's always looking out for us.
Well, Jen, so you remember yesterday when you guys were getting ready for news and then I just ran out of the room real quick and then I came back laughing hysterically?
Yes.
Well, I managed to capture what I was laughing at on the Mix 96 camera, and I think it's just the funniest thing ever. So this is what I was laughing at.
So you gotta tell
That's
everybody
Corbin
what's
right there.
happening.
That's my friend Corbin, and I'm throwing a cord to him. See, he's saying you can't do it. You can see him talking, and then I throw the cord, and he caught it. See it?
So here's the deal. This is why it's so funny because that door is an exit door, like an emergency exit door.
Yeah.
So you can go out it, but you can't come back in.
No,
it.
you get trapped.
So you had to hold the door open with one hand, and you were trying to give Corbin this cord.
Yeah.
So you had to fling it at him.
Yeah, I threw it, and I managed to actually make it.
And Corbin in a parking lot full of cars is a terrifying
Oh,
situation
no, it is
because the poor
terrifying.
child cannot drive for anything. And he backed his vehicle up, which is even scarier.
Yeah, that's
so.
scary. So here it is again, Corbin pulling up, and again I can't get out, so I have to throw it
So you're holding the door open,
with one hand. I fling it,
and he's going, "You can't do it."
boom, he caught it.
That was impressive.
And Matt saw the whole thing, and he's just like, "You could never do that again if you tried. That is a 1 in a million." So I think that's just the funniest thing to ever happen, honestly. It's just the fact I actually made it is insane. I'm trying to pull up the video here, but my computer's freezing. But yeah, that's That was great.
That was your one.
That was one of the best moments. I don't think I could do that again if I tried. Do you think you could have made that shot
I don't know.
from the door, through the window, onto Corbin's back?
I don't know. It was a toughie. Just take it and run with it.
I did.
Yep. Very, very good. You're so goofy.
It's great.
It is. It is. Hey, we have a couple of public service announcements we need to give everybody. I'll let you do these two, and then I'll
Okay.
do these guys. The Old Country Church Spring Revival will be, I think, this coming weekend, March 25th, 26th, 27th, 7 p.m. Preaching will be Joey Van Meter. Special singing guests on the 25th, the Church Singers. 26th, Brandon DePriest. And 27th, Jimmy Howson. And again, that's the Old Country Church Spring Revival.
Yeah. And then I have the Scioto Township Volunteer Fire Department Fish and Veal Fry. The public is invited to join us on April 6th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. The menu will have sandwich options
Sounds
from
good.
fish sandwich or a Jackson County veal or both. And the sides include french fries or hush puppies, coleslaw, and a drink. The sandwich is $6, the meal is $10, and carryout is available. You can contact Blake Weber at 740-395-3493.
Very, very cool on that. And who doesn't love to eat some great food? I do. Okay. Meet the Easter Bunny.
Wow.
Sunday, March 24th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at our local Burger King, 720 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. Again, bring the kids. Meet the Easter Bunny this coming Sunday, March 24th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Jen, you know I met the Easter Bunny once?
You did.
I know. It was crazy. I was in this field, right? And there was a bunch of eggs. And I ran around and I caught him. And then he was just there right in front of me.
Really?
I know. He pat me on the back. I got a hug.
Did he talk?
No.
Okay.
He just
That would have been really
just kinda
creepy if he talked.
And I was just going crazy.
And there was a random Easter Bunny in a field.
Mhm.
Okay. Awesome.
So I got
Oh, I've got another one too. You look that up, and I will. I'll
So I
find.
believe they'll be on the show tomorrow, along with the Vinton County Drama Club. That's it. The Vinton County Drama Club will be in tomorrow, but in the latter half of the show, we will have the Jackson County Bow Hunters Whitetails Unlimited Banquet. Some representatives of that to talk about the banquet, which will be on Saturday, March 30th. The social hour begins at 5 p.m. and the dinner a dinner. Social hour begins at 5 p.m. and the dinner at 6:30 p.m. It will be held at the Canner's Cave at 1362 Caves Road near Jackson. Tickets are $45 for a single, $25 for a spouse, and $25 for a junior. Deadline to order tickets is March 29th. To buy your tickets, you can contact help me out here. Contis Kinney Moon? Is that it? To buy your tickets.
Contact. It's a typo.
Oh,
Contact.
it's a typo. Okay, I thought that was a
Kenny Moon.
name or something. Contis. Contact
Oh,
Kenny
Jesus,
Moon
God,
at
stop.
740-418-7404.
All right. And then, speaking of the Easter Bunny, the Jackson Rotary Club is doing something cool at the brewery, actually. And we are doing it on March 24th, which is that Sunday as well? Yes. March 24th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. We're doing Easter photos with the Easter Bunny with the Rotary Club at the brewery.
He's going to be at the brewery?
He's going to be at the brewery.
It's crazy.
I know. And from 9 to 11, you can bring your pets before we open.
Oh.
So bring your pets, have pictures with the Easter Bunny, and then from 11 to 1, I mean, anyone can come between 9 and 11, but 11 to 1 will be no pets. just because we'll be open and we can't have pets in there, unfortunately. I mean, I don't care, but the health department has something to say about it. Come get your picture taken with the Easter Bunny, a great event for the family. Pets are welcome until 11. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hop, hooray. So, and it's just for a donation, and it's a fundraiser for the Jackson Rotary Club, who help all our local kids, which is really cool. So that's this Sunday as well. So lots of chance to meet the Easter Bunny this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Jen, you know I used to be in band, right?
Yes.
I was in band.
Yes.
Yeah. And one time I was in there, and this group of Army soldiers came in and started playing, like on trumpets and saxophones.
They're
and
so talented,
they
too. Like crazy talented.
Yeah. And I guess they did it again at the high school the other day, and Cora happened to be there.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah. So she went ahead and recorded it, and I have that video. So I thought we could show it here on the show.
So it's a band of Army folks that came in and played for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yeah, I would love to hear that. fun.
Yeah. You know, some of those were actually students too.
Yeah, that's really cool. And then, of course, the our band director, Ryan Hurd, playing the saxophone there as well. And no, that is really, really cool.
Yeah. I remember when I was in high school, they used to give opportunities like that to students to join in with some of the bigger crowds. I think one time they even had us play with OU, right? Have you heard about that? OU came down in one of our events.
I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it might have been the Apple Festival.
Yeah, it was Apple
actually.
Festival.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, it's really fun when they get an opportunity to kind of incorporate in the students with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you get to learn that way too.
Mm-hmm. Best way to learn is by experience.
Yep. You got it. So, yeah, very, very fun. And I'm glad Cora happened to be at the right place at the right time to
Yeah.
catch that too.
Yep. She's just kind of everywhere.
She is. She's omniscient. She's everywhere.
It's kind of how I am sometimes, but not as impressive. It's just more like I bust in a door sweating late.
You just wish you could be more places at one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I actually got to take off running here soon to go to my 11:30 class.
Nice.
Yeah, communications. It's fun, but it's essays, man. I hate the essays.
Yeah.
The essays just they keep coming and coming and coming, and it's
Aren't papers just such a waste of time?
yeah,
It's just such busy work.
it really is. I mean, I'd rather
And like, do you really think the professors read any of them?
they act like they do. I'm not sure
I
they
wonder.
actually read all of them. I feel like when they first started, they did. Like it was a lot of commitment, and as the years progressed,
Just
it's
wonder if they're
kinda
like,
start skimming.
okay, A,
Yeah.
B.
Oh, this was Jimmy. C.
Yeah. This person really normally writes pretty good. I just won't read that paper.
Yeah. Maybe they have like a filter system. Like the ones that are really good, they just kind of like automatic A, and then the ones that typically get an F, or they just kind of like skim through and they're like, you had a typo here.
Yeah.
F.
F.
Mr.
So-
Crocker.
Oh my God. Speaking of weird things, we've been talking a little bit about AI here on the program.
Yeah.
And like, you've got this chat GPT where people can basically use it, tell it, write a letter of recommendation for a person that, I don't know, wants to get into college. And it'll just
Spits out the
it
perfect
spits
essay.
out this paper. So yesterday I had to go to Columbus, and so the restaurant or the tap room isn't open on Wednesdays. So Jamie was doing some work at home, and somehow, and he is not technologically like oriented at all. Somehow he finds this website though, and he's like, "Oh my!" He's like texting me. This is so cool. And I haven't even showed you this yet, but check this out. I'll show you guys. So he was like trying to think up beer labels, like ideas for beer can labels. So he finds this AI site and types in like, do a beer label, blah, blah, blah. And it like creates beer labels for you.
Nice.
So I was going to show you like, I'll show you some of them that it
That is
came
crazy.
up with because it is nuts. So we have but it's funny. It doesn't spell anything right though.
Oh yeah.
Like it creates like a picture, but it doesn't spell anything right. But so we have a beer called Disco Hips. It's like Disco Hips because you're like, when you disco.
Yeah. They got their
So-
hips into it.
Yeah. So we are doing Disco Hips with different hops. So they wanted to call the brewer's Disco Party. So he types in, so Jamie got this idea that he wanted it to be like have the can be like disco animals. And so he types all that in and it sent us 4 different labels.
Oh,
Isn't that crazy?
yeah, that's actually really good.
Yeah.
But they don't have a disco giraffe.
Oh man. I'll bet you if you type in I'll show you guys. It is so crazy. This is just AI generated, like some website for free. Can you see it? I don't know if you can.
Oh, sorta. Oh, there we go.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God. There's a disco giraffe. Do you see that? It's a product. Disco giraffe.
Dumb. That doesn't look like a giraffe.
Yeah, but that's awesome though. The fact that there's something out there you can buy called Disco Giraffe. Man, and that's not even like AI generated or anything. There's genuinely something out there. It's just
Disco giraffe. So then he decided that he wanted to do a beer. He wants to name a beer War Corgi. I have no idea why.
War Corgi?
Yeah. So he typed that in, and look how cute.
Okay, that's awesome.
So look at. I got to show you guys this one.
Hasn't he been working on War Corgi forever now?
Yeah, I think so. Can you? I don't know how to get it to focus. There it goes. Isn't that hilarious?
War Corgi. You know what's better than War Corgi?
What?
Disco Giraffe.
No. No, look, that is not a giraffe.
That is totally a giraffe.
That looks like
Well, it looks
an
more
orange
like
blob with fur.
yeah, it looks more like that little llama book I used to read. On
Yeah.
Like,
What does
if you
it
give
say?
a llama
Booty
whatever.
shaking. Oh my God.
It says booty. Oh my God, there's a booty shaking.
We need a video of the disco
I
giraffe.
didn't even see that.
See if you can find a video of the disco giraffe.
Okay, yeah.
We've got to.
Okay,
I need to
didn't
see
even
its
know
booty
that.
shake.
Booty shaking.
Booty
feature.
shaking
That
disco
is
giraffe.
hilarious.
Why does it have like fur hanging off of it? Like,
I have no idea, man.
that's really dumb.
Okay, let me see if I can download this.
Did you find a video?
I found a video.
Okay.
It's just loading incredibly slow.
Disco giraffe.
Disco giraffe.
Why doesn't the disco giraffe have a long neck?
I have no idea.
That's really dumb.
I feel like that's like the defining feature of a giraffe.
Yeah, kinda.
All right, let me see if I can get this on there. Yeah, he's just dancing around. YouTube short downloader. Why is it popping up Reddit? You know, Reddit's a weird place, man. Every time you search up anything,
I don't
there's
like
always
Reddit.
Reddit.
It's dumb.
I can just like I searched up YouTube short downloader, and there's a Reddit article about it. Like,
Yeah.
who is out there spending their time just
don't know.
talking
It's
about
just dumb.
a YouTube downloader? It's redirecting me to Reddit. Stupid Reddit.
People have way too much time on their hands.
Come on, you can do it. You know what? I'll just show you guys. That's taking way too long.
All right, I need to see if it's going to be booty shaking or not.
Okay. Can we see? Yeah, we can see.
Yep. Stop it. No!
Oh, there it goes.
No! That's
is
too
ridiculous.
much. Wait, do it again. Oh! I wonder if does it dance to
What's that
music?
sound
I don't
do?
know. Is it?
It's like singing.
I wonder if it sings itself or you play music and it dances to it.
I have no idea.
And why does it not look like a giraffe?
I-
That's not a giraffe.
I have no words for that. That is just the weirdest product you could ever make.
That's really creepy.
It is.
Yeah, that's creepy. But no, the AI thing, I think that isn't that like nuts that you can. So we have some friends that have a brewery, and they're doing all of their cans. They're just letting AI do their cans right now. Isn't that crazy?
Well, I mean,
Just
if they
like
look
for
that
fun.
Good, yeah.
I'm like, holy crap, this is nuts.
It is.
So we should see if Pete Wilson wants to dance like the giraffe.
Do you want to have a dancing giraffe, Pete?
Well, sure, that sounds like fun.
It shakes its booty. Yeah.
You guys are on a
Yeah.
You have no idea how weird we have been today.
Well, that's all right.
It's a
Yeah.
disco giraffe with a shaking booty. You have to come look at it.
Yeah, it's right here.
We understand it does not look like a giraffe.
Oh.
Every home should have one.
Shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Every home should have one, he says. Well, very good. Well, Pete is here in the house. So, Dylan, is there anything else before you depart the scene with your dancing giraffe?
Nope,
No.
I don't have any dancing giraffe things to add.
Okay. That's probably best.
I think it is.
Well, come on over, Pete. We'll talk about some news. We did a lot of election stuff yesterday, which meant that Pete didn't really actually get a chance to get to the news
Right.
per se.
Okay. Well, I want to start off by saying one last thing about the election.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know this when we talked on Wednesday. I should have, but I didn't. There were no independent candidates that filed in either Jackson County or Vinton County. The deadline was 4 p.m. on Monday. And,
Okay.
and you know, that would change the situation for the general election
Sure.
because we didn't have a lot of contests based on the primary.
Right.
In Jackson County, as a matter of fact, there were none because there were no Republican contests, and so all the incumbents were nominated, and there was no Democratic candidates. So the independent candidates, which it has not been odd having them in recent years, you figured you might have something, but you don't in Jackson County. So the only other option for a county government candidate to get on the ballot is a write-in, and they have until August the 26th to file. In Vinton County, there were no independent candidates that filed either, and so their races so in Jackson County, bottom line, no county government seats will be on the ballot as far as a contest is concerned.
Okay.
People will get elected, but it'll be,
Yeah.
complimentary
Not
vote.
contested.
Right, exactly. I can never, ever remember that happening.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is.
You've been around a couple of years.
Yeah, a couple. And in Vinton County, no independent candidates. However, there were 3 contests in the primary, but there will only be 2, I believe, in the general election for common pleas judge. 1 Republican candidate, 1 Democratic candidate. They were unopposed in the primary. That's James Payne on the Republican side and Lena Rogers on the Democrat side. So race for common pleas judge. And then for the January 3 county commissioner's term, it'll be Jeffrey Harper, who was nominated in a 3-way race. And then on the Democrat side, that's the one where there's a 1-vote difference.
Who knows?
Lynn
who's going to
Harold,
be?
145, Jeff Fee, 144, and then Michael Betts, 131. And we did find out there are 18 provisional votes in Vinton County. That doesn't mean that they're on the Democrat side. Remember, that's overall. Plus, we don't know how many absentees will arrive late in the mail because you can mail them as late as Election Day.
Anything can happen.
And the big date that Lynn Harold and Jeffrey Fee are circling is March the 26th. That is when they will do what they call the official count.
We have a few
Everything on
days.
Election Day, we can't emphasize enough, is incomplete and it's considered unofficial.
Right.
But it's pretty much the results unless something is really close, because there usually aren't many votes that are counted late. But all the votes that were cast and counted on Election Day will be counted again, but there's no reason to expect that they would change, with the electronics and all. So we will see what happens. If we get down to March the 26th and there's still like a 1-vote difference between those two, not saying that there'll probably be a change, but 1-vote difference would target an automatic recount.
Right.
And it wouldn't be over. We would go to another session.
And the saga continues.
Right. In that case, though, there would be no extra votes that would be counted
Right.
because they all should be in by the time they do
It's
the
just
official
counted
count.
again.
Right, exactly. And we do want to say we had a lot of coverage online early, but we will have some more in-depth stories in our Saturday edition. We'll give you really good election coverage there and give you a little perspective, some quotes from some of the candidates and so forth. So anyway, we will.
cool.
Right, that's coming in the Saturday print edition. Okay, the election, and we talked about the Colton Fire Chief situation.
Yes.
That took up the time that we had yesterday on the news. But today, I want to talk about some things, good things that happened over the weekend, particularly to some Jackson kids. The Jackson competition cheerleaders. We talked about how
Yes.
good they are.
They are amazing.
They went down to Orlando, Florida last weekend for the AmeriCheer International Cheerleading Championship. And they could not have done better.
Right.
They were first in every category, and they crossed categories to be the overall champions
That
as
is
well.
so good.
Now, there were 24 different squads down there that are from all over the country. And so I know these girls have been national champions now 3 years in a row, but this is not an easy thing to do, obviously. We know from sports and whatever that a state championship is very special. It doesn't happen very often. Well, they've done that, but they have gone to the national level and won. And you've got to figure that these other competition cheerleading squads from all over, they're very good too.
Yeah.
And our girls from Jackson, couldn't have done any better. This was
So proud of
probably
them.
this was probably the best performance that they've ever had, and that is saying something.
Yeah,
considering
right?
what they've done in the past. So congratulations to them. We put them on the front page in Saturday's edition.
Well deserved.
We had some quotes from the cheerleading co-coaches, Courtney Butcher and Tiffany Boggs, and a picture of the girls and all their names and so forth. So they deserve a lot of praise. There's a lot of practicing behind the scenes.
Oh my
for
gosh.
that.
Yes.
And the cheerleading coaches, they both said this in Facebook posts. They feel like a lot of people don't realize just how hard this is, and they think it's kind of like a sideshow. I mean, they work just like a sports team would work.
Yeah, they train, they do all kind of crazy
and
stuff.
at that level, with what they do, it takes tremendous athleticism,
Yes.
as well as coordination. It's just like the figure skating, when on the pairs when they go out, the synchronization
Yes,
has to be so good.
gotta be
And
all at the same
There's a
time.
lot of gymnastics involved too. But so congratulations to them. They deserve all the attention, all the positive attention we gave them, and more.
Yes.
Okay, there was another young man over the weekend from Jackson who once again rose to the very top in a national regional competition, and that was Mason Malone. Mason is a Jackson Middle School student. That is him standing there with the medal around his neck. And the reason he's got the medal around his neck, standing with those other folks, is that he finished in his age division first place in the Elks Hoop Shoot, ages 12 and 13 division.
Way to go.
This involved the states of Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. He bested the other two kids that were in his division, and he will go now to the national championship next month in Chicago, Illinois. And so he was already he was already the local champion, the district champion, the state champion, and now he is the national regional champion. So
That is awesome.
so all he did was, just to put some numbers to what he did. In the regional competition, which was last Saturday, March the 16th, what he did was he made 24 out of 25 free throws, and the kid from Michigan tied him. Now, the pros usually don't make 24 of 25
No,
free
they
throws.
do not.
All right. Okay. 24 of 25 free throws, so it came off to a shoot-off between those two.
Okay.
The other young man went first and made 2 of 5. Mason, all he had to do was make 3, but what did he do? He made all 5. So
What?
he did 29 of 30.
awesome.
This picture here that Dillon just put up, they got the state flag there. That's because those other 2 kids that are with Mason were the other 2 winners from Ohio who won their regional competitions. The young lady, by the way, is from Chillicothe.
Very cool.
And the young gentleman there, I believe, is from Mercer County, there in western Ohio. So
Nice.
congratulations to Mason Malone. His very proud parents are Philip Malone, who is a teacher down at Oak Hill, and he's also the 8th grade basketball coach at Jackson. He coached Mason in basketball. And his mother is Danielle Malone. So congratulations to them. Congratulations to
So
the
cool.
Elks who sponsor this. They've always had great success with the winners at the local level advancing. You may remember, or maybe you don't remember because it's been a while, but about 15, let's see, what year was that? I'm looking here. Back in 2013, Landon Carroll.
I do
from
remember that,
Jackson,
yes.
in the 12 and 13 division, went all the way to the national championship and won it. So Mason will try to do what Landon did, which is win a national championship, but this will pit regional winners from all over the United States.
Wouldn't that be so crazy to have two kids from the same city, like school district, win a national hoop shoot? Like, I mean, there's so many cities and so many schools along the way. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
to have that happen, that is insane.
No, it is. And, you think this happened on the same weekend. I'm in here trying to get caught up, and then these kids are doing great things, and I got to
You're like,
chase that information down.
Y'all calm down a little
It's
bit.
not here. One's taking place that was, by the way, in South Bend, Indiana, that
Okay.
regional competition for the hoop shoot. And then, we
That is
got
so
Mason
cool.
doing that on Saturday morning, and then you've got the cheerleaders doing their thing Saturday and Sunday. So, but anyway, love to chase those really good stories. And I know that that's not like hard news, but I tell you what, that is big news.
Yeah.
That both what the cheerleaders did and what Mason Malone did.
It just
And
makes you proud.
We congratulate them. Both ended up on the front page. That was my judgment. All right, some other kids that are making big news. We'll go down to Oak Hill High School and Middle School. They have some band and choir members that, as we speak, I believe they're there now, are in Universal Studios. If they're not there, they're on their way down in Orlando, Florida, and they are competing or participating. I'm not sure it's a competition, but they are competing or they are participating in the Music in the Parks event program that Universal has.
Oh,
And you do
cool.
spend time at Universal Studios to have some fun there, and that's right in Orlando, Florida.
Yep.
But what they also do is they perform at a local school or a church as a service thing, and then they do get judged. I'm not sure that it's competitive in that they get placed or whatever, but they do get adjudicated. So it's a learning experience, it's a competitive experience in that way. But then they have fun at Universal Studios. That event will go from March the 21st, which is today, to March the 25th, Monday. So there might be some going and coming back involved in there, but that is the dates of the trip. And
Okay.
so a
Very
lot of those
cool.
kids are down there now.
How fun.
And one of the backstories to the thing is, those things cost a lot of money, and not all kids and their families can afford to go. So there's fundraisers that help make it possible for the programs and some of the kids to be able to make the trip. And some of the Oak Hill Music Boosters, which is an outstanding support group, they had something called the Oak Hill Fall Extravaganza. It was all the way last October, where they had all the bands and choirs perform, and then they had a chicken noodle dinner, they had a penny auction, they had a live auction, all sorts of things to try to raise money, and that made this trip all the way in
That
March
is so
possible.
cool.
So a great experience, and it's just, and this is the way life is. In some cases, some kids would never get the chance to travel beyond, southeastern Ohio to experience
Correct.
things if it weren't for some of these school activities.
And every kid should get to see Universal and Disney
Right,
at
exactly.
least once.
Right, exactly. I've been to Disney multiple times, and it's something
It's magical.
I've
It
actually,
truly is
I've
a
actually
magical
never been to
place.
Universal, but Universal is big too, and they're right there
Yeah.
or near the same city.
Yep.
So you have a chance to maybe do both. But for the Oak Hill Band and Choir kids, it is Universal Studios this time because of the program they have. Okay, I know that you showed the video a little bit earlier, but we want to acknowledge the Chillicothe VA Medical Center and the City of Wellston and their partnership for the medical mobile unit that is in Wellston.
Yep.
It's there. There it is. There's a picture of it. Very impressive. It comes.
So cool.
It comes to the depot on a regular basis each month, and They have been doing this since October the 2nd. That's when they started it. And the idea was, now they don't do everything, obviously, in that medical mobile unit that they do over at the Chillicothe VA Medical Center.
Oh,
That's a
no.
big place. But there are routine things and screenings that they do there that make it much more convenient for the local veterans here in Jackson County. I know Chillicothe isn't very far, but sometimes transportation is an issue. Sometimes, when they talked about closing the VA Medical Center over in Chillicothe, thankfully that came and gone.
Right.
Some of the veterans just frankly said, they're not going to travel to Cincinnati or Columbus or whatever,
Right.
even though they are eligible for the services. So having these services, these routine medical services and screenings that closer, right, practically out your back door,
Yeah,
can be a major
absolutely.
difference in the veterans' health care. So what they did, they celebrated the fact that 100 veterans have been served there at that medical mobile unit, 100 different veterans.
That is
And
cool.
this is cool. The gentleman who was honored through being the 100th was Randy Phillips, and he is from Wellston, and he is the husband of Tammy Phillips, who is a retired VA Medical Center nurse.
Oh,
So that was
fun.
neat, and that VA Medical Center medical mobile unit is over there at the depot. They're on Railroad Avenue, just on the edge of downtown Wellston, on a regular basis, and so they celebrated 100 veterans being served
That
there.
is such a great tool in our area.
Right, exactly. And we want to tell you also, Jennifer, we want to give you the update down in Oak Hill. At the last Oak Hill Council meeting, once again, the zoning situation was discussed about the
Okay.
whether the Phoenix Center will be allowed to put a residential counseling center there
Right.
for recovering drug addicts. There is some local opposition, neighborhood opposition mainly to it. Then the other side of the coin is, 25 jobs there, new businesses, another big business coming in, fairly big business for the village of Oak Hill. And what the proponents say more than anything else, the need for such a facility right there in Oak Hill.
Yeah. Hey,
But-
Dylan, get rid of the bus.
But there's two sides of the coin there, and that situation is still being debated, Jennifer. But the village officials have decided one thing. They've decided that that facility does not fit the zoning in that area.
Okay.
And that the owners of the Iron Oak Center, which would be Pat and Melissa Ball, they would have to apply to the village for a zoning variance or a change of use approval. And
Okay.
they have not done that yet.
Okay.
So we will see what happens.
So that's the next step.
Right, at this last council meeting, there'll be another council meeting Tuesday evening, by the way. Dan McKenzie, who is with a company that leased part of the Iron Oak Center for where the Phoenix Treatment Center would go, he was there and spoke and questioned some of the things that the village has done as far as setting up their zoning and whatever, and wondering if it was all done with the Sunshine Law and all like that. Was all the meetings announced and what was the process to pick the zoning people and like that, the zoning officers. But Jennifer Hughes, who is the city council or the village council president there, she says that everything has been done in a regular meeting. Everything was announced. There was one special meeting. It was announced. And she said that they have been talking about zoning for months before this even happened.
Oh,
So
okay.
she defended what the council was done. And she said, we've not made any decision about this project or this proposal because we've not had any requests yet.
Aha.
So we'll see what happens. All right, we'll go north to Vinton County. And, we brought up before, the new building that will serve the Vinton County National Bank there. And, of course, Randy Evans Construction
Yeah.
of Jackson is building that. And, the weather through the winter has been pretty good. And it's been pretty good even here as we approach spring. And Dillon has a picture there. We hope he can find. There it is.
Oh,
Look-
holy moly.
Look how far.
Yeah.
Talk about really taking shape.
Wow.
That is at 112 West Main Street. So that's not far from the downtown, not far from the current bank.
Yeah.
And we haven't got a date yet, but that building is expected to be, occupied and operating this year. And it will be the new place for all the retail operations for the MacArthur office of the Vinton County Bank. They will continue
so
to have
cool.
some administrative offices and behind-the-scenes non-retail thing in the current bank building that is downtown there on the corner of Main and Market Streets. But as you can see, a lot of progress has been made on the new building. All right, we want to say that this week and this month is Ag Week and Ag Month, and it was
Okay.
proclaimed in both Jackson County and Vinton counties. Kim Harless, who is the Senior Organization Director for the Ohio Farm Bureau Federation, based right here in Jackson, is she, at the Jackson-Vinton Farm Bureau office. She and different Farm Bureau board members, different ones, the ones from Jackson County went to the Jackson County Commissioners meeting, a couple one from the Vinton County went to the Vinton County meeting. This is the Jackson County group right there, and what they did was they, in return for the commissioners proclaiming a National Ag Week, which is going on right now, they got a food basket with all sorts of local products in it. So a lot of
cool.
local goodies there. And what they did was, what the Farm Bureau people did was they emphasized how important agriculture is. We know we all got to eat, but agriculture plays a bigger role even here in Jackson and Vinton counties than you might imagine. It goes beyond the farming. It goes into food production and like that. Obviously, here in Jackson County, our two biggest employers are food producers.
Yes.
General Mills and Bellisio.
Yep.
So this is very important to the local economy, and it all starts with the farmers, of course, who grow the food. But that was both in Jackson
Very
and Vinton
cool.
counties. The city of Jackson, this was stressed at the last Jackson City Council meeting. They have a need for seasonal workers. There's a labor shortage, it seems like. There are a lot of different things. And in the city, they need people to work seasonally. A lot of it is at the cemetery, mowing and weed eating.
Right.
Fairmont Cemetery is huge. There's twice as many people in Fairmont Cemetery dead as there are in Jackson alive, I've been told. So it's a big area, all right? It is a big area.
It's ginormous.
Right, and the grass, they get a lot of college kids and high school kids to even work in the summer, but the grass grows before the summer.
Yes, it does.
And it grows after the kids go back to school.
Yes, it does.
So they are making a special pitch to older workers to come out and work, even if they don't want to work the whole period, from March through October.
Yeah, just
they can work
part-time,
They can work
part-time.
until they've got the kid labor,
Yeah.
or the youth labor more in the summer. But they're having trouble filling some of those positions, and they're paying $14 to $18 an hour now.
Wow.
They have upped the pay there for that. So it's part-time, up to 29 hours. You can, they'll be flexible with your schedule. You can work as much as you want, or as little as you want, because they need the help. But you just need to apply at the city building here in Jackson at the Memorial Building. They also need lifeguards at the pool. That'll be coming up soon as well.
Yep.
All right, we want to, we're running out of time, but I do want to say that this weekend we've got 3 plays going on, and
yes.
we know that because we've had kids here.
Yes.
And I know they were all delightful. I could hear them singing from where I was down the hall. But SpongeBob the Musical at Jackson High School, Into the Woods at Wellston, and Phantom of the Opera at Vinton County. And I believe that all of them have performances Friday and Saturday evenings and Sunday afternoon. So good luck to all of them.
Yes.
I was in the plays when I was in high school, and I never did like that old phrase, break a leg, because I was afraid that I really would. But we do want to wish them all the luck in the world. Also, a great group, the Apple City Motorcycle Club.
Yes.
Don't think that these guys are just get together to socialize and to ride motorcycles. They do really good things in the community. Brian Jarvis, who a lot of us know, is the president.
Yes.
And they do good things with their projects
They
to
do.
make money. They're having a chili cook-off this Saturday out at their clubhouse, which is on Clubhouse Drive, just outside of Jackson, off the Chillicothe Pike, and US Route 35. It'll be from 12 to 5 p.m., and they're going to feed veterans for free. And
Wow.
And if you want
Super cool.
if you want to test the chili and help them raise money to help the veterans in other times of the year, it only costs $5 to test all the chili. So you can get fed pretty cheaply.
Hey.
And the people that are in the chili cook-off, I think they make good chili, so it's probably pretty good stuff. But that is going on Saturday. There'll also be a free food giveaway. that Jaffe and World Outreach Ministries and the United Fund of Jackson County are all joining in. It will be, they usually do it out at the Jaffe building. This one is going to be at World Outreach Ministries, which is off State Route 327 near Berlin, outside Wellston, Rob Irvin's church.
Yeah, where Splash, over by where
near
Splashdown was.
It's going to be from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. You have to be a Jackson County resident. You have to show your proof of residency, but they'll have canned food, chips, pizza, meats, fruits, and more. We wanted to announce that because that is in a different place.
Yeah.
Usually, Jaffe does a free food giveaway once a month, most months of the year, not all months of the year, but most months of the year. So that's where this one is this weekend. Once again, 8 to 10 a.m. and they say get there early. They don't want you to go home empty-handed. And do not forget one last time. Maybe you've already mentioned it. Basketball Mania. That is Total Media's way for you to participate in the March Madness, the NCAA men's basketball tournament.
That's right.
We have hard copy brackets that you can fill out. There's still time to do it. We have them up front here in our office at 708 East Main Street behind Burger King. And then, of course, you can do it electronically as well by going on to the Total Media website.
That's right. And just click on Basketball Mania. You have the chance to win part of $600.
$300, $200, and $100 for first, second, and third place, respectively.
And it's for free.
Right, exactly.
All you got to do is pick the right teams.
Right, it's almost like the Super Bowl. People that even aren't sports fans get involved.
Exactly.
Right, exactly. So anyway, so much going on, but that's some of what we know.
Love that. Well, thank you, Pete, for letting us know what you know, and so much stuff going on. Don't forget, NCAA tournaments start today, so you can tune in all day long and not get as much work done as you normally would.
That's right. I think that in the offices and so forth, people who have access to a computer through their job, they're going to kind of be monitoring some basketball along the way. And, at your place, I know you got the big screen there and you'll have some games on.
Yep.
You'll have some people probably spilling some of that good food on their shirts because they're not paying attention to where their forks and spoons and knives are.
Exactly. So, yes, and we will have all the games on as much as we can today and throughout the tournament and pull the schedule up. So we should be good to go.
Absolutely.
We'll see.
A lot of parties going around, I think.
You got it. All right. Well, have a wonderful day, everyone. Enjoy some sunshine, and we'll be right back here tomorrow on Friday.
Right, and get those brackets done by noon because
right.
that's when the games start. I said today, but I'll be more specific, noon.
Got to be by noon.
Absolutely.
So have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right.
This just in.
The Telegram News has a new website.
thetelegramnews.com.
Same dedicated coverage.
Same trustworthy news with a brand new look.
Covering Jackson and Benton counties and surrounding areas.
Locally owned and operated, thetelegramnews.com has its finger on the pulse of the community.
Stay up to date on local events, high school sports, and breaking news.
thetelegramnews.com.
Subscribe today at thetelegramnews.com.
Check it out.